One of the major concerns people seem to have these days is how to fit all the tasks they have to do into the limited time they have available to do them. It may help to write a list of all your tasks. This will ensure you don't forget anything, and it can be very rewarding when you cross items off the list. Next, you need to prioritise each task, and you can do this by asking yourself two simple questions. How important is it? How urgent is it? You can add 2 columns to your to-do list to record this information. Next, you rate each task as A, B or C according to how important it is, by asking yourself what would happen if you didn't do it. Your A tasks are the essential things that cannot be ignored. Failure to complete A-rated tasks may put your job in jeopardy and have serious consequences for you and or the company. B-rated tasks may also be very important, but the consequences of failure to complete them are less catastrophic. C-rated tasks may be considered nice-to-haves. They might be less important to your role, but still worth time and consideration once other more pressing tasks have been completed. Now rate each item as 1, 2 or 3, according to how urgent it is. Imminent deadlines, crises and emergency tasks should be rated as 1. Approaching deadlines as 2 and less time-urgent tasks as 3. You now have to decide the order in which tasks should be tackled, and this will need your personal judgment. As a general rule, important and urgent tasks, A1s, should take priority at the top of the list. However, as you try to prioritise your tasks, you may struggle to decide, for example, whether an A3 task should take priority over a B1 task, or vice versa. You can move tasks up and down your list until the order looks and feels right. Your list is a working document that can be adapted as new demands and tasks emerge and existing demands are dropped or postponed. Once you've established the importance and urgency of tasks, it's easier to identify what to actually do with each task. Plotting your activities onto a grid can help. Tasks in the top right quadrant, those that are both important and urgent, are those that you should do. Tasks in the top left quadrant, those that are important but not urgent, you can defer. Tasks in the bottom right quadrant, those that are urgent but not important, you can delegate. Tasks in the bottom left quadrant, those that are neither important nor urgent, you may be able to delete. This is called the 4Ds model. You will see that tasks rated as importance level B and urgency level 2 don't fit neatly into one of the 4 quadrants. Look at these tasks and decide which quadrant they fit better in. For example, arrange performance review meeting is not something that can be delegated, and so you would put this in the do quadrant. If you look at the delete quadrant, you will see that arrange lunch with a client sits here. You may decide that this is something you should not delete because you think it will help your relationship with the client. You may therefore want to defer this instead. Sometimes our list of do items can seem overwhelming with too many tasks for one day. One way of helping ourselves to get through the list is to identify our personal productivity rhythms. We all experience biological cycles throughout the day that determine when we are most productive. As a general rule, our productivity peaks at around 10 o'clock in the morning, with a significant dip in productivity after lunch, and then another peak at around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Some people experience a further peak at about 7 or 8 p.m. Identifying your personal rhythm can help you to identify at which point of the day you'll plan to tackle particular tasks. Perhaps you will aim to achieve a lot of small tasks during your peaks, or perhaps you will focus on that single most challenging task of the day during that time. Taking the time to establish your priorities and knowing when you work best can help you to effectively manage your time and perform to the best of your ability.